Muammar Gaddafi, often spelled Gaddafi or Gaddafi, was a Libyan revolutionary, politician, and political theorist who ruled Libya as its primary leader from 1969 until his death in 2011. His life and leadership were marked by dramatic transformations and tumultuous events that shaped both Libya and international perceptions of his regime. Muammar Gaddafi was born in 1942 in a Bedouin family near Sirte, Libya, which was then an Italian colony. He pursued a military education, graduating from the Royal Military Academy in Benghazi. Inspired by Egyptian President Gamal Abdel Nasser and his pan-Arabist ideals, Gaddafi was involved in underground revolutionary activities during his youth. In 1969, at the age of 27, Gaddafi led a bloodless coup against King Idris I, taking control of the Libyan government. He abolished the monarchy and established the Libyan Arab Republic, declaring his intention to implement socialist and nationalist reforms. Gaddafi's early rule was characterized by sweeping changes. Nationalization of oil. He nationalized the oil industry, using the revenues to fund extensive social programs, including education, healthcare, and housing. Green Book. Gaddafi published his political philosophy in the Green Book, which outlined his vision of a third universal theory, combining aspects of socialism and direct democracy, rejecting both capitalism and communism. Jamahiriya system. In 1977, he declared Libya a Jamahiriya, a state of the masses, claiming to establish a direct democracy without political parties, where local councils would represent the people's will. However, in practice, Gaddafi maintained tight control. Gaddafi's foreign policy was highly assertive and controversial, pan-Arabism and pan-Africanism. He sought to unite Arab countries, and later shifted focus towards Africa, advocating for a United States of Africa. Support for insurgencies. Gaddafi supported various militant groups and liberation movements globally, including the Irish Republican Army, IRA, the Palestine Liberation Organization, PLO, and rebel groups in Africa, leading to Libya's international isolation. Conflict with the West. His regime was implicated in several terrorist incidents, including the 1986 Berlin discotheque bombing and the 1988 Lockerbie bombing, resulting in economic sanctions and military confrontations with the United States. In the 2000s, Gaddafi sought to rehabilitate Libya's international image, renouncing WMDs. In 2003, Libya announced it would dismantle its weapons of mass destruction programs, leading to improved relations with Western countries. Economic reforms. He initiated some economic liberalization measures, attempting to attract foreign investment. However, his authoritarian rule and resistance to political reform fueled internal discontent. In 2011, inspired by the Arab Spring uprisings across the region, massive protests erupted in Libya. The situation quickly escalated into a civil war, with rebel factions supported by NATO military intervention. In October 2011, Gaddafi was captured and killed by rebel forces in his hometown of Sirte. His death marked the end of his 42-year rule, but left Libya in a state of chaos, with ongoing conflict among various factions vying for power. Gaddafi's legacy is deeply contentious. Domestic impact. While he modernized Libya's infrastructure and social services, his regime was marked by brutal repression, human rights abuses, and a lack of political freedoms. Global influence. Gaddafi's international activities had lasting impacts, shaping geopolitics and insurgencies in multiple regions. Libya's post-Gaddafi era has been marred by instability and violence, highlighting the complex and often contradictory aspects of his long rule.